I discovered my husband of 9 years has children. News to me. I can't even wrap my head around what is happening right now. I'm going to try and be as rational as possible. The background. We met 13 years ago and feel madly in love. We still are what everyone calls the perfect couple, and up until the other night, I believed it. We talk openly and honestly, I thought, about everything. We are best friends, have amazing sex, travel twice a year, and have made an amazing home together. We don't have any children, something we decided before getting married for various reasons. We were both happy with the decision because we have such a great life. Just us, the 3 cats, and the dog. I've been nothing but thrilled with our relationship and the life we've built. When we met, I knew that he had an ex-wife. He didn't like talking about her, but I know she was pretty awful. Emotionally abusive, controlling, and I think even a bit physically abusive too. She had an affair leading up to their divorce. She really did a number on him, and he was single a long time until he started dating again, which was me. I've always sensed there was something he couldn't quite tell me. He is always a cheerful guy around people and even with me, but once I heard him crying in the shower, and sometimes I'll come into a room and he'll just be staring at a wall, looking absolutely depressed. When I talk to him, he'll say something sweet, like he was thinking about what his life would be if he never met me or if he lost me. I thought it was weird because I don't think like that, but I believed him, because why wouldn't I? The truth comes out. Last weekend, we were at his family's house for a big get-together. They do this all the time. He usually drinks when he's with his brother, but this time, he was really putting them back. Normally, he is a really happy, friendly drunk. This time, he was argumentative and standoffish. I let him be and was hanging out with my SIL for ages. When I went looking for him, he was in the basement with his brother. The steps down are behind the couch that they were sitting. I heard them talking as I was going down, and my husband was saying things like, 18-man fuck, and stuff about missing so much. His brother was confronting him. When I made my presence known, I wasn't even down the stairs yet not trying to eavesdrop. My husband got mad like I've never seen him. He was telling me to go back upstairs and leave him alone. I was really hurt having never been talked to like that. I did go back up for a while until my BIL said that he was going to sleep it off there and he'll see me in the morning. My finally comes home after 11 a.m. very unwell and is apologetic, saying he need to have a serious talk. I'd been up all last night freaking out. I know it seems weird, but we've never been apart at night. I think he's having an affair, wants a divorce, etc. He told me that he had 2 children with his ex-wife. What? The son was 5 and daughter was 2 when they got divorced. When the ex-wife decided to marry the guy she was having an affair with, she asked that my husband give up his rights and let her new husband adopt them. Is that even legal? He said she threatened and manipulated him until he agreed. The story was really long, but that's the idea. We talked the whole day, but I just can't understand. The children are not children anymore. The girl just turned 18. It was her birthday that night he got so drunk. The son is 21. He wants to contact them now that they are grown and can get in touch with them without having to go through the mother. I don't know if that's even a good idea. How could he give up his children? How could he allow someone so unstable to raise them? How could he lie to me for 13 years? It might be selfish, but I'm most upset about that. His family obviously knew, and I'm super close with them. I don't know if I can trust him. To lie about something so big for so long. He said it's because he was deeply ashamed. I don't think that's good enough. What now? TLDR. Husband has been keeping children a secret for 13 years. They are now adults, and he wants to contact them. I'm feeling so betrayed and confused about who this man is I thought I knew so well. Update 1. It's been a pretty crazy week and a half, and I just wanted to share with those of you that read my story. I've been dealing with my anger towards this situation. I can't say I'm over it, but really, it's only been about a week and a half. We've talked and talked, and while I still don't agree with his decision of keeping me in the dark, I'm trying to accept it. The whole giving up his kids thing makes me uncomfortable, and I haven't gotten much more explanation, but I can't even begin to put myself in that situation, so I take his word that he did what he had to. I talked to his family as well. They didn't know too much about the situation because him and the wife lived on the other side of the country. The wife didn't really like visiting them, and they were only invited over once after the children were born. 5 years. It wasn't a pleasant holiday, and all the family felt very uncomfortable. Apparently, they were not made to feel welcome by her. After my finding out about my husband's children, he's felt like now he can make real efforts into trying to find them. The one main thing holding him back was not wanting to do something like this behind my back and being so afraid of telling me. So he did some proper searching on Facebook, not just in the area that he left them, but the whole country. He had to weed through lots of people, even contact a few that weren't right. But he found the girl and she replied. They spoke on the phone. They talked a long time, and here's what he learned. His son is in prison on drug-related charges. He is 1 year in on a 3-year sentence. She has a 2-year-old and is pregnant at 18. Neither baby's father are in the picture. She didn't finish high school. She doesn't even remember the guy that her mom married after my husband, because he left them early on. The mom was a single mother with men in and out all the time. Real losers. The kids were always told that their daddy didn't want them. When they would be bad, the mom would say, "See, this is daddy left you." Her mom and her live together, neither work. The mom is a drunk and sounds like a mean one. Husband is really depressed about how things worked out for them. He wonders what would have happened if he fought for them. He offered to meet with the daughter. She wasn't too eager, but didn't say she was against it. More of a, yeah, one day maybe kind of thing. She did ask for money though. He sent her 5 KRs a few days ago. Yesterday she called looking for more, saying she had to pay off her debt and now needs money for the baby. He feels so bad about everything, so he's going to send the same again. I have a feeling it's never going to stop. We are successful people and have the money, but I feel he'll be taken advantage of. It'll always be for the baby, and I don't see him ever being able to say no. When his son is out, is he going to expect the same thing? Is this something he should be doing to make up for his mistakes? I don't want to be a horrible person here, but the whole thing makes me uncomfortable. I didn't sign up for kids and grandkids, and now our money is going to them. TLDR, husband found kids. One is in jail and the other a teen mom. Daughter is asking for money and lots of it, and husband is giving it. Not sure if this is right. Update this. Things have spiraled out of control. I can't believe how fast this is all happening. I mentioned in some comments last time about how I convinced my husband to not send any more money to his daughter without even meeting her, that there were better means of handling the situation. He agreed, not easily though, as she was saying how desperate she was, and told his daughter. I was around while he was on the phone with her, and did hear parts of the conversation. He actually blamed me for the change of plan, and I could tell he was desperately trying to be the good guy, which, after everything, I can understand. She got angry, yelled at him, and cried for a long time. When things calmed down, he said that he was happy to go see her as soon as possible, take her shopping, stock her up on nappies, formula, food for her, whatever she needed. She said that it would be a lot easier to just transfer the money again, and she'd go get that. Thankfully, he stood his ground. She eventually relented, and he booked a flight out last weekend. He went on his own, which I thought was the right thing to do. I barely heard anything until he got back. Checked in via text a couple of times. That was a bit odd because we are always in contact, even just during working hours. He got home on Sunday night. He was there from Saturday afternoon to Sunday evening, staying at a hotel. That night, it was like prying teeth to try and get anything out of him. He was in a horrible mood. The next day, I found out the whole story. His daughter and ex are living in squalor. They have a tiny basement flat where the daughter and baby sleep in the one bedroom, and the mom sleeps on the couch. The place is filthy, tiles missing in the ceilings, paint coming off the walls, etc. The mother looks extremely unwell. Her skin is like she's in her 60s, skeleton thin, yellowed eyes, etc. The daughter is morbidly obese, knew she was overweight from pictures on Facebook, and he gets the impression she lays about the house all day. The ex was surprisingly indifferent towards him. He said it was all the fight had gone out of her, and she's given up. She was constantly drinking and smoking, even around the baby. He didn't think their daughter was smoking or drinking while pregnant, or at least not while he was there. He wanted to know what the money had gone to. She explained about back rent, bills, credit cards, etc. He didn't ask to see anything. I think I would have. He took her shopping as promised. There wasn't much room for stocking up, but he got her enough to get her through a fortnight or so. He hired a cleaning service to go there this week. He got her a mattress, as hers was moldy, a better crib, linens, all kinds of things to make the place more livable. As for his getting to know her, I felt like it didn't go well, but he didn't want to speak badly of his own daughter. He seems so conflicted. He wasn't able to visit the son yet. So Monday, I learned the whole story, and Tuesday he drops this bombshell on me. He wants to get her out of that situation and away from the mother. He wants her to come live with us. We have a beautiful flat above the garage. It's fully self-contained, and we have guests stay there. It's a decent size and a big step up from what he described. He wants to keep her close rather than renting her an apartment to keep an eye on her. He wants to help her get healthy, go to school, work, all that good stuff. I think it's a really nice thing that he's trying to do. He wants to start moving on it right away so she can settle in before the baby is born. After sleeping on it, he really wants an answer for me. Yeah, I'm going to need a bit more time. It may be selfish, but I've asked him what my rule in this will be. He assures me that my life isn't going to change much, that she will be his responsibility, and that he just might not have as much time to devote to me. We've always been the kind of couple that really enjoys each other's company. I would be willing to accept some less time from him, but I don't want to play grandma. What do you guys think? Is there any way this situation can work? The more I think about it, I honestly can't see life without my husband. He really is my other half. I'm still mad at him for the deceit, but I don't think I could actually ever leave him. Taking on a mother/grandmother role, though, is something I really don't want for myself. I mean, if it's possible to have them living on the same property as me, having a relationship with my husband but me, would that even work? Or do I just need to suck it up, expand my family? TLDR. Husband's daughter is living in squalor and he wants to move her into the flat on our property. Not sure what to do. Final update. So it's been about a month now. We're going to counseling twice a week, and we're fighting 100x more in the last couple of months than in the rest of our 13 years together combined. I was quite firm with him about not letting her move in with us, and not sending cash. I thought we should help in other ways, like helping with baby supplies, tuition, and counseling. He was pretty adamant on getting her close by. We finally agreed that she and the baby could come visit for a week. He wouldn't mention living her to her yet, and it would be a time to time of get a feel of if it could work. He used the whole getting her flat cleaned and painted as a reason. So pregnant, her and the baby didn't have to be around chemicals and paint fumes. She was reluctant and insisted she'd be fine, but agreed. The mother stayed with her boyfriend. The flat was all set up for her. We borrowed his brother's old baby stuff and baby-proofed the space. I made it a point to be open-minded and not judgmental because I know this girl had a rough upbringing. She arrived on the Saturday, a week before the one passed. Husband picked her up from the airport. They came to the main house first, husband carrying the baby and suitcase. She hardly mumbled a hi when I greeted her and didn't even look at me. She was looking all over the house with almost a sneer. I was showing her around, and while in the kitchen, before I had a chance to offer something, she opens the fridge. I thought that was strange, but let it go. She asked, "Where's the Coke?" And when I told her we didn't have any, she let out a huge sigh. My husband told her he wanted to take her shopping to stock her fridge where she's staying, and she said she was tired and she'll give him a list. After this, she goes to the flat to rest. Husband runs off to get the list of junk food she's given him. He gets to come for dinner hours later. I made dinner for us that night. I didn't cook like I would for my husband and myself because we typically eat very healthy, and I know it's not to everyone's tastes. I figure you can't go wrong with meat and 3 veg. I was wrong. She looked at the food like I put roadkill on the table. After much prying about what she prefers, there was a lot of doesn't matter and whatevers. She listed off things like macas, sausage rolls, pies, fish and chips, only takeaway foods. Husband offered to get her something which she accepted. As soon as he left, she said she was going back to her space. I was okay with this. The rest of the week was mostly her being in the flat. Here are some things that happened. I'm trying my best to just list the fact unbiased, but it probably won't come out that way. Screaming baby most nights. Husband went once to see if he could help, and she had headphones on laying on bed, and baby was in the crib with a spoiled nappy. On 2 occasions, the motion lights went on, so I looked outside. A guy's went going up to her flat. How does she even know anyone here? It wasn't the same guy the 2 times. Husband gets takeaway for her every meal. I tried again to make something she might like, fried chicken and chips. She ate it but said KFC was better. Husband sat down with her to have a serious talk about her future and how he'd help with schooling and work. She laughed and said, "I'm a mother, that is a job, and school isn't going to help me do that." She firmly believes that she has no duty to make a living to support her family, that it's perfectly acceptable to live off the dole. She didn't clean up after herself at all. When he went over to check on her, food containers were everywhere and it stunk of baby poo. She turned down every attempt to go out and do anything. It was her first time in this city that people come from all over the world to see. She left a hamper of dirty clothes outside my front door. The only thing she didn't have in her flat was a laundry. I didn't think she'd need it for a week, but she could have asked to use it. I put them back in front of her door unwashed. Never heard more about it. Refused meeting husband's family, so her grandparents, uncle, aunt, and cousins. They were really keen to meet her and the baby. Insulted me twice about my lifestyle, in the very limited interactions we had, along with snide remarks, and not understand things because I'm not a mother-found husband crying one night after bringing her food. Well, she went home this past weekend. She knows there's an open offer to help her get her life on track with schooling, counseling, finding work, etc. She doesn't want any of it. He was most pushing for counseling, hoping the rest will follow. She thinks it's absolutely ridiculous and won't consider it. She definitely won't be living with us. I'm really happy we did this because at least we're of one mind about it now. She went home to a clean house. Not that it'll stay that way. He told her to contact him if she needs anything, but that he's not going to send cash. He will order the things online and have them sent to her. He had a great time cleaning the flat, a week's worth of dirty nappies. We've had a good week. I think we can finally move past this with the help of the therapist. We have such a great life, and I was afraid that would come crumbling down. It seems more manageable now. I know there will be more drama to come through. The son is refusing communication. I know a lot of people think I shouldn't forgive the lies, but I've decided to not let the one, although huge, mistake he made outweigh all the wonderful things he does every day. Thanks again to everyone that followed me through this. When she did something really rude, it helped me not get too angry by thinking, what will Reddit think of this one? Edit. All right, it's time for me to close up this throwaway account. There were a lot of kind, supportive comments and a lot of harsh but needed advice, but the mean comments on my character are getting to me. I honestly did things to the best of my ability, and I don't see the point of lying and saying it was a lovely visit. I believe my actions were good, even if perhaps my words here weren't. However, what I said here didn't has any impact on anyone involved in the situation. I guess I don't have thick enough skin for the internet, but lesson learned. Cheers, TLDR. Daughter stayed a week. It was a nightmare. Doesn't want help to improve herself. We're doing good now. What do you guys think? Let's discuss in the comments. Follow and like for more stories.